The 2026 FIFA World Cup, Group I, France 3, Iraq nil. A long delay at halftime, the tournament officially getting its first thunderstorm weather advisory. Uh, so, delay in Philly, very, very rainy, lightning, fans having to come back about 90 minutes after the first half ended, but we got there in the end, and the game finishes with an expected French victory. Victory at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Kylian Mbappe with a brace on his 100th international appearance, and Ousmane Dembele getting one as well. So, thoughts about this match? France dictating it quite unsurprisingly from the opening whistle. An absolute monopoly on possession with 60% advantage over the game. In the 14th minute, Mbappe breaks the deadlock with a brilliant rocket from outside the box following some link-up play with Michel Olise, marking his 15th career World Cup goal. And despite being on the back foot, Iraq, from then on, credit where it's due, started to show a lot of courage. They successfully retained possession in some stretches. They absorbed the French high press rather than aimlessly clearing the ball. They actually did a good job of shutting down areas where they could for the remainder of the first half, and they limited France. And France looked a little bit blunt, a little bit flat after they went 1-0 up. And I don't think it was entirely due to, not playing with as much as urgent intent now since they had the 1-0 lead, but I think Iraq actually was doing good. They were doing very well in those tight, narrow spaces to shut down outlets for France to utilize and to hurt them with. As the first half drew to a close, like I said, heavy monsoon-like rains began to pour. Immediately following the halftime whistle, stadium officials mandated that the fans and the personnel leave open seating areas and seek shelter due to lightning striking within short distance of the stadium itself. Once that was out of the way, France really put some distance behind them with those 2 goals in the second half. When the players finally returned to the pitch, saturated conditions slowed the ball on the pitch a little bit, but France quickly regained their rhythm. And Mbappe notched his second goal of the night and his third in the tournament to double the French lead. And the match was sealed when Ousmane Dembele found the back of the net to secure a 3-0 final. The second goal, though, that France scored was a horrible, catastrophic error between the goalkeeper and his defender. Iraq made a similar mistake last week on match day 1 against Norway. Very preventable. And it was sad to see that because Iraq was just under so much pressure with 2 complete European sides that have absolute killers on their squad, like strikers. It's a total mismatch. This is a tough group for Iraq. What can I say? I don't think they're going to get anything out of this group. With Norway, with the likes of Haaland and Sorloth and Odegaard, and France with Mbappe and Olise and others. I mean, and Dembele. The task is way too much, and it's unfortunate that 2 of the goals they've conceded so far were from mishaps at the back that they were forced to. For France, it's top of the group with 6 goals and 6 points total between both match days, and I want to give a shout out to Cherki here. Cherki's beautiful lobbed assist from Mbappe was one of the highlights of this game that I don't see a lot of people talking about, but I paid attention to. I thought it was amazing, honestly. And I genuinely don't understand how anyone at Madrid is going to say Mbappe is a problem, honestly. Maybe a different dynamic between Madrid and France, but he's right behind Messi's tails in the Golden Boot race. Can't really ask much else. France are killing it so far. They're one of the favorites. I think probably France is the best team in the world when they're absolutely at their best. And honestly, as long as Mbappe stays hungry, as long as this team stays in tune with each other, I think any questions about their midfield, people saying that's the weakest part of France's team compared to their attack and their defenses. The midfield is not that strong. It doesn't have that much depth. To be honest with you, I think France are favorites right now at the moment. And what an upgrade Kone was to the midfield. Speaking of which, the midfield. The front players are dynamic. Their understanding is out of this world, and the ability to bring in replacements without the drop in quality, I think, will also be very critical for France in later rounds. So good job to them. That's all really I have to say. I expect France to get 9 points from this group. They should get 9 points even against a very respectable and strong Norwegian side. And for Iraq, can they get something off of Senegal? That remains to be seen. Maybe. I think they could cause problems for Senegal, but this group looks like it's really the Europeans that are running away with this, because as of the time of recording this, Norway are currently up 2-0 against Senegal on my TV that you can't see on my screen right now, but I can see it from here. So that's about all. I'll catch you guys later. Good luck to Iraq in the next game, and France is off to the next round.